Hi people, just replacing a fuel filter on a Mark IV Ford Mondeo. This one's fitted with the 2-litre turbo diesel engine. Just want to give it a good clean down before we begin to pull apart the housing, just making sure that there's no dirt or debris that can get in anywhere. At the base of the housing there is an 18mm nut there for draining any water out of the filter. I undid this first. There's a fair bit of debris that came out of this. The next is a 32mm. It's quite difficult to actually get a socket up in there, but it's quite easy to get a spanner up in there. Now just be careful, this is plastic, but it should undo fairly easily for you. Now obviously once the filter housing comes apart, obviously all of the diesel that's in that filter is going to come out with it. Make sure you've got some sort of a drip pan ready to catch all of the diesel as it comes out. Now you can see in here there's a blue O-ring that will need to be replaced, and usually get these in your pack with your new filter, and then the actual filter itself can just be wiggled and pulled on out. You can see this one's quite black and quite dirty. Have no idea how long it's been in there. The O-ring has a nice little tab here, makes it quite easy just to grab a screwdriver and lift that O-ring out. Make sure you discard that one. Good time now just to give this a good clean out. Make sure that there's no debris in the bottom of that canister. Make sure that it's all dried before you fit the new seal. Make sure it fits into place correctly. That tab doesn't sit anywhere particular, but it does just sit in there nicely. Fitting the new filter into the housing, I like to put just a little bit of diesel onto that seal there, just so that it doesn't bind up. Now when it gets pushed up in there, notice that it doesn't go all the way up and it still does protrude out a little bit. Making sure that that O-ring is still in place, you can then wind the housing cap back on, and again do this up nice and firm. Be aware it is plastic. It does have the specs actually on the canister itself, but it's very difficult to do it to those specs because it's hard to get a socket on there, and I don't have a torque wrench type spanner arrangement. Just cleaning up the water drain plug. I didn't get new seals for this in my pack, so I'm reusing these seals. Just making sure they're in good clean condition and install that into the housing. Good time now just to give everything a good wipe down, make sure it's clean and tidy, and this completes the work underneath the vehicle, and now we need to head underneath the bonnet. If yours is still fitted with the engine cover, you will need to remove this. Just grab it at the front of the cover and lift it straight up, and then pull the back one towards you. This will pull it off the little rubber grommets that it sits on, and make sure that these little rubber grommets are still sitting in their correct place on the cover, and this will make it easier to put back in later on. At the front left of the engine here you will see two pipes. There is a larger one and a smaller one. The larger one is the fuel feeding the engine, and the smaller one is a fuel return. But I need to pop them off the plastic clips here just so you can get better access to them. I've already given these a little spray down with some degreaser just to make sure that there was no dirt or dust that was going to cause any issues. Now you need to play around with this little clip. It can be a little bit difficult to slide it forwards, but once that red clip slides forwards, then the hose can actually be separated. You will get a little bit of diesel spilling as you separate these pipes. I'm connecting a fluid extraction pump here to that return hose. Essentially what we're doing when we create a vacuum here is we're drawing diesel from the tank in through that filter and filling up that filter housing, then through all the lines, and then in through the high pressure pump, and then into the return line. Now we don't want any air in this, so as you pump, you will see some air beginning to bubble through. We want to keep drawing the diesel through till we have a nice clear flow of diesel without all the air bubbles through it. Once that's done, you'll need to connect all the pipes back together, make sure they're locked in place and sitting in their correct location. It's a good time too to give it a good squirt off, as some diesel was spilt when the pipes were opened. Now start the car up, make sure that it runs correctly. If the engine happens to stall, you will need to repeat the process because there's obviously air still in that fuel line. Hey now, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out some of my other videos. Leave a comment or a question below.